Stay close. Something's up.
The Apostle of Ashes is invading from the northwest of the city, and is now rapidly advancing within 20 kilometers from the broken front line. All combat units are to assemble to intercept the enemy. It must not enter Dissi. Its flames contain high-intensity mania. Beware of contamination.
Where are Paradesos' reinforcements? Out having a picnic? That monster is about to enter this city. No amount of hypercubes can save us then! Squad 3, retreat and regroup. Squad 4, take over and hold out for as long as you can. Where are squads 5 and 6? Hurry up and get moving! Quick!
Unseen human sorcery? No! The mania is corroding the shackles! Chief, it'll hurt you! Let go!
The sun deformed. Demise befell. Hills burned and charred. Lives ebbed and fell. Poison uncured, from plants impure. Dragon's frenzy, bane of the sea. Minds invaded by foul spirits. 10 suns in sky, lest crops survive.
Crimson bow taught, white fletchings shot. Where sun sank low, my heart finds home. Face your doom, as you wish.
try to getting my hands dirty could be fun.
I'll relieve them of pain.
I don't have.
You know, I won't turn down.
I have to go.
The expulsion operation has so far been a success. The S-Class Apostle has been suppressed and repelled, and the threat has been temporarily resolved. The FAC will also cooperate with the Ring Research Institute to remain on full alert and continue citywide searches. The battle is not yet over. The Apostle of Ashes is still alive. It has proven its destructive power and will not stop invading. All department members should rest well for the time being, and prepare to face the enemy's next attack with your full strength.
You've just woken up. Don't push yourself right now. How reckless of you to dare touch those demonic flames with your bare hands. Now that the shackles have been ignited, this fever won't break soon. You're sweating buckets and your brow is all wrinkled with the frown. Did you have a nightmare? What did you dream of? You don't remember me, do you? You Decity officials surely know how to break my heart. I went through a lot of trouble to rescue you from that demonic being. I wish to at least be remembered for the deed. I am Du Rua, an envoy from the Eastian Alliance. A distinguished guest invited by Paradisos to fight the Calamity. And also, the person who saved your life from the claws of the Sun Crow. I mean, the Apostle of Ashes. How about a little thank you to start with?
The job is done.
Where are we going for an adventure this time?
We haven't cooperated with Outland States for a long time, as there has been no necessity. But, given the current special circumstances, we need Eastia's experience, since they are experts in dealing with that monster. Please.
The Sun Crow brings drought and devastation, and this is just the beginning. As an envoy of Eastia, I cannot sit back knowing such evils at play. That monster has plagued Eastia for years. We've fought it for decades, gaining experience along the way. Last year's natural disaster broke its seal, allowing it to escape. Of course, Eastia would hunt it down wherever it may flee. We've traveled thousands of miles here, hoping to help you all quell this disaster.
You defeated it 7 years ago? How many hypercubes did it take to deal with an Apostle of Ashes of this magnitude?
I'll be frank. After the disaster in NF-106 disrupted our trade, Eastia's hypercube reserves were nearly depleted. We could only rely on our own strength to defeat the Sun Crow.
We've reviewed yesterday's battle records. Indeed, you used some kind of sorcery to successfully suppress the Sun Crow Apostle. The effect was significant and entirely different from modern hypercube technology. We've long heard about Eastia's special sorcery for controlling mania. May I ask if it's kind of mania sorcery? Where did it come from and how was it developed?
It's just some sorcery passed down among Eastia's seers that permits minor restrictions on the Sun Crow's actions. What truly helped us overcome the calamity and defeat the evil was an ancient myth that has been passed down in Eastia for millennia. The perishing star falls, calamities descend. Our ancestors had long foretold the era of great disasters and recorded the true method to subdue demons and legends.
The fall of the perishing star occurred just over a century ago. Did Eastia foresee the calamity before then? What method could they have suggested to resist the Apostle of Ashes thousands of years ago? back when humanity hadn't even discovered gunpowder.
Eastia has always been home to gifted individuals whom we call seers. They are capable of spiritual communication and are the interpreters and scribes of myths. I'll let her take over the introduction.
The sun deformed. Demise befell. Hills burned and charred. Lives ebbed and fell. Yan Yan, the seer of Sunsink City. Seers communicate with the spirits, decipher scriptures, repel demons, and comfort the masses. What I've just recited is the Ode to Sun, a millennium-old myth from Eastia. It details the origin of the Suncrow calamity and the method to eradicate it. Yan Yan has committed every detail to memory, specifically... Ages passed. There emerged from the sun a giant bird known as the Suncrow. It embodied both deity and evil, wielding unrivaled fiery might. Humans must worship it respectfully, or else, if the Suncrow got angry, disaster would follow its flight, casting misfortune upon all in its path. In other words, poison uncured from plants impure, dragon's frenzy, bane of the sea, minds invaded by foul spirits, 10 suns in sky, less crops survived. Came a tough time when harvests were poor and offerings grew meager. Feeling neglected, the Suncrow was furious and inflicted 3 great calamities on the populace as punishment. Eventually, 10 suns rose in the sky at once, threatening to burn everything down. And then... brave champions sang, sunward quest began. Crimson bow taught, white fletching shot. Amid the people's despair, a hero came. This nameless champion snapped a branch from the sky-reaching blessed tree, took the dragon's vein from East Sea, wove an unburnable wraith spirit fletching, and ultimately crafted an almighty bow capable of piercing the sky from miles away. Finally, surrounded by the people and in front of the grand altar, the hero drew the almighty bow, aiming at the sky, and brought down the 9 suns one by one, leaving only the Suncrow remaining. In fear and rage, it cawed as it fled. You short-lived mortal, I shall return when you are dead. The hero laughed back. Bring it on then. Another hero will rise after me with another almighty bow. The legend has begun. When you return, you'll be no deity, just a hapless bird destined to be shot down. Ha ha ha! was a quick summary of the Ode to Sun. Now that we know how to fight the Sun Crow, time to get moving! Hey, isn't it clearly stated in the myth? Go snap off a branch from the blessed tree, take the dragon's vein from the East Sea, weave a wraith spirit fletching, and finally, craft an almighty bow powerful enough to shoot down the Sun Crow from thousands of miles away. Myths are profound metaphors. They are puzzles given to us by the gods. It's okay if ordinary people don't understand. Leave the interpretation to those who have a gift for spiritual communication. That's exactly the job of seers in every generation. That's what I do. Yan Yan is the current seer for Sunsink City, and I will lead everyone to seek the oracles and follow the myth's instructions to craft the almighty bow for the Sunshot. Once the almighty bow is made and the Sun Crow is shot down, everything will come to a perfect conclusion.
This is a waste of time. I'm heading back to the front line. The Apostle's destination is Dis Sea. When it got into the 20-kilometer range last time, the resulting mania resonance already spread to 3 Black Ring ruins. I set aside all my tasks to come to this meeting to find a way to combat the Apostle of Ashes, not to listen to some outland brat's nonsensical babble. Is this what the frontline soldiers sacrificed their life for?
Hold on! Yan Yan is serious! I've been working hard on my seer training, and I've already mastered the art! Look!
She's a sinner?
Well, even 2 neighboring towns in Eastia can have vastly different customs, let alone this city which is worlds away. We must communicate in a common language. I am the scholar of the delegation. My area of expertise is Eastian mythology, and I have also studied some of this city's scientific theories. I am aware that the ways we perceive the world differ greatly. Let me be the interpreter here. In Eastia, there are a small number of highly intuitive and talented individuals who can comprehend the unknown and gain the psychic power to become seers. Here in this city, they might be called sinners and are to be captured and strictly monitored by a certain chief. But in Eastia, seers are greatly respected, especially as a key force against natural disasters when hypercubes are scarce.
We also have experts on sinners here. Of course, we know the potential power of this child and your seers.
Do you really? As early as last August, Yan Yan foresaw the Sun Crow's arrival at this city. That's why we've crossed the sea to be here. Had we come just a little later... the Sun Crow would likely have broken through your defenses yesterday. Our myths have been passed down for millennia. It's true that some of the ambiguous descriptions must have led to far-fetched interpretations, but there are indeed claims that have been verified. When the Sun Crow loses control, disasters follow wherever it goes. Poison uncured from plants impure, bane of the sea, and mines invaded by foul spirits correspond to the three strange phenomena. As the officer just mentioned, the three Black Ring ruins are already showing signs. After the three calamities, the Sun Crow will strengthen quickly and eventually burn down the entire city. Time is running out, and if we waste more of it on suspecting each other... Do you wish to witness the 10 suns hanging in the sky? And experience the apocalyptic disaster that destroyed our homeland and wreaked havoc across all of Eastia?
Are you threatening us?
Please, continue. This kind of practical intelligence is what we need. Please lend us your strength to stop the disaster.
Thank you, officer. But I'm only a non-combat mythologist in our delegation. The main force against the Sun Crow will be the Sealers and the Seer, who will guide us through the myth. They are the ones who need this city's special assistance. Of course. I'm relieved to know that Chief will be there. Are you taking us to your residence? Excuse me, the Bureau? We'll have a lot of important matters to discuss for the upcoming operations.
We indeed need their help, but we must also be vigilant of their ulterior motives. After all, it's been 8 years since we last saw our friends from the Outlands. Those myths and sorceries are beyond logic. If there really is an ulterior motive behind them, especially during this Apostle crisis, it'd be too dangerous. So, while assisting them, please also keep an eye out, Chief. I will stay in touch with you.
Well, I look forward to our cooperation, Chief.
say there were no battles.
Your subordinates are diligent. I merely mentioned that Chief agreed to provide me with a comfortably furnished room. And look how nicely they've spruced up the place. Istia has practical experience in dealing with the Suncrow, but lacks theoretical conclusions. The research here is the perfect supplement for reference. I'm trying to cram down as much knowledge as I can. As for discovering unusual phenomena and crafting the almighty bow, Yan Yan is more reliable than I am. She will show you the way. Excuse me. I have been buried in books for years and neglected my physical health. It's already a stretch for me to have traveled here, not to mention the adjustment to the new environment and exposure to the sun. I'd only be a burden if I insisted on going with you. So, with a heavy heart, I'm entrusting the exciting task of crafting the almighty bow to you and Yan Yan. If you encounter any interesting incidents or rumors along the way, do share them with me so I can study them further. Let me contribute to the great cause of bow making in my own way. Best of luck. See you. Oh, want to hang out a bit more? Then, why not tell me about your nightmare? I can give you an analysis now. Maybe I'll discover something new. It's normal to have reservations. I'm not bothered by your suspicions toward me, Chief. If one day you find that you can truly trust me, I will tell you all my stories. But with the disaster looming now, try not to overcomplicate things.
Interpreting dreams? Can you tell if this is a good omen?
Oh, did you have the same dream, Chief? Yan Yan is the chosen seer who receives oracles through her psychic dreams. How do you explain your dream, then? Oh my. You two aren't long-lost siblings, are you?
Did you also dream of the same big bird, Chief? Ah, Cool! It must be a good omen then, because we're setting off to craft the almighty bow together today!
A scholar is neither omniscient nor omnipotent. I'm always on the path of seeking the truth. Let's talk again when you return. You and Yan Yan will get along well. After all, you had the same dream. Maybe it really is a good omen.
Hey, this city chump, it's your lucky day. Most people don't get the chance to be O's lion tail. What are those tall blue things by the road? Are they Fusong trees? Anti-mini abysses. Sounds like a powerful artifact. We have artifacts with similar effects back home too, but none of them have such a unique shape. Could this be the fabled celestial pillar? Haven't you all heard of the story of the fall of Peril and the Azure Mender? Oh, so it goes like this. A century ago, the three-eyed god fell from heaven to the mortal realm, intending to enlighten all living beings. But he slipped and landed headfirst and knocked himself unconscious. The three-eyed god fell into a deep slumber, but the hole in the sky remained. The essence of the ether poured through it like a waterfall, landing on Earth as fires, deluges, droughts, thunder, vermin, and plagues. The hero of that era ventured into the forbidden land of the fallen god, took the iridescent crystals, and turned them into blue light pillars to support the collapsing sky. That's the tale of the Azure Mender. Sorry, I don't remember the rest. There are too many scriptures. Maybe the ending of this myth isn't known to us yet. But I'll keep working on my studies. Let me tell you some other stories, like the Ode to Sun or the Skymender Saga. They're really interesting.
The power of the Suncrow Apostle is formidable. Data shows that after it came into contact with BR-000, its influence spread rapidly, and the previously suppressed Black Rings have also shown signs of revival. Currently, BR-002 is being suppressed by the Eastian envoys and is stabilizing. However, its contamination still spreads up to a certain range, and approaching it is still risky. But if that's our target, the FAC will unconditionally take your orders and protect you. And this seer next to you, too.
Wow! Look ahead! And up in the sky! It's just like the myth!
Chief, a new type of corruptor has been detected. We believe it's a mutation caused by the Hightower Black Ring. They need to be eliminated immediately.
The Wraith Ape, Infbird, Inbirdling, and Little Monkey. They are the Suncrow's kin. Yanya knows how to drive them away. Listen to me.
Oh. I'll relieve them of pain. I'm getting my hand. I don't have much. I have. Thanks to it.
Where did my auto-dashing wheel go? Eh? It's already dashed out?
Yeah, but your pig ritual is done. But why are there monsters lurking near the Fusong tree? I didn't expect to see such a place in this city, besides those glittering skyscrapers. Were these stones and houses smashed by some monster? Some were even burned to Was it also because the gods were angry? Yan Yan likes this kind of story. Back home, Grandma always tells Yan Yan the story about the hero who shot down the Sun Crow too. The hero protects everyone, and the people get together to help the hero. Yan Yan can never get tired of such legends.
Of course, there's another thing. We didn't find anything resembling the sky-reaching Fusong tree, but we did find some special contaminants that are still multiplying. And these contaminants have already affected the residents of the Drifter Camp. People often experience ringing in their ears or hear bird calls.
No good. If they keep hearing these sounds, how can they sleep at night? Chief, can we help the people there while we're on the way to look for the branch? You know, the fabled heroes never hesitated to lend a helping hand. Wow, they're so good! Just like Grandma's cooking! According to Sunset City's sorcery test, you are what you eat. I think eating some local food will help me get acclimated to this city sooner. Thank you, ma'am. No, we're here for serious business.
You don't look quite well. Want to check up? Of course, of course. Here we provide a unique traditional therapy that can relieve fatigue and relax the body. The ritual dance just now, sir? You didn't do one pose correctly.
and might anger the deities and weaken the blessings.
Huh? What are you talking about?
See? That's how you should do it! I learned this move when I first became a novice seer.
What? What's this novicia you're talking about? I only know how to treat nausea. And I was doing you.
Oops! What time is it now? Oh no! Thank you, everyone! Gotta tend to the serious matters first.
My work here is done. I wish...
Don't let me find your legal loophole.
The hero guarded the Fusong tree until it grew its hardest branch. To thank the hero for chasing off the monsters, the Fusong tree decided to gift the branch to the hero. Look! That's the thank you gift from the Fusong tree! That's the one! No. This isn't how defeated? A dazzling blessed branch full of power. Is this the material for the bow described in the Ode to Sun? Great! Now that we have it, we can make the bow!
Stop! That's a contaminant! Don't touch it directly!
Thank you for helping me get the Blessed Branch, Chief! Although, it's not quite like what's described in the myth. We ended up giving the Fusong tree a beating. Is it really okay? We didn't do as the myth said. I'm afraid... That's right! How did Yanyan not think of that? What matters is that everyone's doing better now! If the Fusong tree was indeed in league with the monsters to bully everyone, then it deserves to be taught a lesson by the hero. You're exactly right, Chief! What a great victory! The material we found this time seems even bigger than what Yanyan got back home! We'll definitely make the best bow ever!
Hey, you're back! You look like you've just been in a fight. Are you exhausted?
Hmm? Even though you do the wrong ritual dance, you can still cure everyone's headaches?
This is new to you, isn't it? This is yoga!
It inspired many people in West District?
Oh my, you flatter me too much, Chief.
I I didn't mean to criticize his dance. We performed the ritual dance to pray for blessings so that everyone can still keep a smile in the face of disaster. Although your Suncrow ritual dance was not up to standard, anyone who can bring a smile to people's faces has the gift to become a great seer.
Oh my! And I'm sure you've got that gift as well, Yan Yan.
Ooh, wanna come and practice Yuga together? There aren't many diligent girls like you in the whole Drifter camp.
Wow! Those moves are pretty awesome too! Why don't you join Yan Yan? We could use a few more companions. Let's explore the Suncrow's myth together! Hey, wait! I won't force you to learn everything all at once! You can take your time!
They will suffer no longer. That is good.
Floods and downpour from dragon's claws. Grand scales clanking, vast bones rumbling. Alrighty! The hero obtained a fine bow body. The next task was to find the legendary bowstring. To the east! But when the hero arrived at the shore of East Sea, there was a huge, huge flood happening there. And the culprit was a reef dragon! Let's get moving, Chief! The next target is right over there!
So something is indeed wrong at the Rust.
Chief, due to the influence of mania, the contamination at the bottom of the Rust is forming a current and gushing out constantly. If we don't stop it promptly, the contamination will spread rapidly towards West District.
It seems much shallower than the floods in Eastia, but a toxic flood is no good sign nonetheless. Many monsters will come following this, like the prawn soldiers, the crab generals, and the turtle minister. They're all underlings of that evil dragon! To calm the floods and eliminate the aquatic monsters, we must first defeat the dragon causing all this trouble. Here's some water, sir. Drink slowly, and be careful not to choke on it.
Stay close. I have to at least take you back alive.
There's danger ahead. Something very dangerous. Chief, maybe we should take a detour? Celestial soldiers from the heavens! I beg your protection! There's Kaiming Beast ahead! That thing is about the size of a tiger, and it has many heads and always stands facing east. It's the scariest, calamitous creature. Those things up on the platform, look! They're turning in a circle. Yan Yan is not scared. A Great Seer wouldn't be scared of these monsters. Just that this is an exception. That cursed dragon must have looked into my background. It knows I was scared to tears by stories of the Kaiming Beast when I was little. That's why it's targeting me like this. have always been moving home since my earliest memories, because of droughts or floods. Today is the first time I've heard of carousels in amusement parks. Did Yan Yan say something wrong? Why are you so quiet? I'm sure they can rebuild it! 7 years ago, Sunset Town was completely destroyed by the Suncrow Apostle. But no one gave up, and a few years later, we built Sunsync City, which was brand new and even bigger. So I'm sure you guys can do it too! Sure, Yan Yan will be here. I'll make sure to have a great time!
Oh.
I'll relieve them of pain.
So, you need me to show off my skills again?
I have to go.
Suffer no longer.
Keep up! Don't fall behind!
My work here is done. I wish you good luck.
strange. But the poem literally says, rushed from the east, peer to the west. Go east, check. Look west, check. Maybe I should try divining again? This time we will definitely find it! Drops from heaven, pray be hastened. Oops, that's not what I'm asking. When peril hit, in hills all hid. That doesn't seem right either. Huh? What happened? Is this... Is this... the Dragon's Vein? Great dragon slain, bright glory claimed. Huh? Geez, look! Isn't it kinda cute?
Chief, after you.
have to go.
Surprise.